Hey guys, happy almost Valentine's Day. This look is going to be flirty and feminine, so let's get started. I'm priming my face with Laura Mercier's regular foundation primer. This is the oil-free one, it's not the Radiance one. And then I'm going to use the Benefits Professional product just to fill in any pores I have by my nose. For foundation, I love the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but unfortunately this one's a little too dark for me, so I'm mixing it with a lighter foundation that I have. This one just happens to be from Frankie Rose Cosmetics. It's not my all-time favorite, which is why it's okay to mix with my all-time favorite, which is the Estee Lauder. This is just going to give me my perfect shade. Next, you have to prime your eyelids, and I like to use a MAC paint pot. This is in the shade Soft Ochre. For brows, I'm going to be starting off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the shade Dark Brown, and what I'm going to do is basically outline my brows while drawing in a few pseudo hairs up at the front of my brow like this, and this is going to give the illusion that I have fuller and thicker brows. And then I'm going to go in with the Dip Brow Pomade. This is in the shade Chocolate, and I'm using an angled brush from MAC. This is number 208, and I'm just going to use that to fill in the rest of my brows. Starting out with eyeshadow, I'm using an e.l.f. C brush, and I'm going to highlight underneath my brow bone with MAC's Blanc type eyeshadow. This next shadow is going to be a transition shade, and I'm using the Lorac Mega Pro palette. This particular shade is Dusty Plum, and I'm blending that out with a Sigma E40 blending brush. For the next shade in this eye look, I'm using Mulberry from the same palette and a Sigma E38 brush. This is a diffuse crease brush, so it's going to concentrate the product just a little more into the crease, and that's exactly where I want it, just under where we placed Dusty Plum. I always find an excuse to use MAC's Brown Script into my eye looks, and this is the E25 brush from Sigma that's just going to diffuse this color perfectly into the crease. For this look, I'm using a pigment from MAC called Rose, and because it's so glittery, you want to make sure you set down a glitter glue first. This one is from Too Faced, and as you can see, I'm just working with my fingers, working one eye at a time. This is really going to help that pigment stay locked into place all day long and prevent any fallout. Going back with that E25 brush from Sigma, just right above where we laid down the pigment to ensure that there's no harsh lines. For concealer, I'm using my Holy Grail. This is MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm blending that out with a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. To make sure that concealer doesn't crease, I'm setting it with a tapered highlighter brush and Anastasia Beverly Hills powder in Banana. To set the rest of my face, I'm using a large powder brush and NARS pressed powder in the shade Beach. Here I am taking that dusty plum shade that we used earlier on a Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I'm blending that on my lower lash line. Then to tie the eyes all together, I'm going in with that shade Mulberry on the same pencil brush and blending it right on top. Sorry this is like the worst clip literally ever, but I did the best I could. Finally, to highlight my inner corner, I'm using the shade Vanilla from the same palette. To prep for false lashes, I'm going to be applying a coat of mascara on my top and bottom lashes. This is MAC's Giga Black Lash, and this is just going to separate my lashes and add a nice black coat. For lashes today, I'm using a new pair. This is Red Cherries number 605, and applying that with my favorite lash glue. This is from Revlon. And here you can see a quick clip of what it looks like with and without lashes. What a difference! Now it is time to warm up my face and contour. To warm up the skin, I'm using a large powder brush from Sigma and the Smashbox bronzer in Suntan Matte. Then I'm going in with the NARS Ita brush, and I'm going to be using that cooler shade from Too Faced. It's called their Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm just going to place that right underneath the cheekbones, and you'll see that clip here in a minute. out, use MAC's Melba Blush. I love this. You may have seen this in my 2014 beauty favorites. It complements this look so beautifully, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. For lips, I'm going to be using Rimmel's lip liner in the shade Addiction and MAC's lipstick in the shade Faux. Finally, for that Valentine's Day romantic glow, I'm going to be using Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. And here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video, and I hope more importantly you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, whether you're spending it with a significant other or you're just hanging out by yourself at home. I hope it's a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.